And I want to say happy Friday to most people except those on the RHONY Reboot cast. Right before I came on to join y'all today, Page 6 reported that RHONY is officially on pause again. And Dorinda's like, you know what? Y'all make all y'all's jokes. Guess what? Now there's a whole show on pause again. So we are going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. They are going on an iconic cast trip. They're actually there right now, I think. Let's talk some more about our announcement from Real Housewives of Rhode Island, because someone is excited, and that someone is Andy Cohen. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Plus, there are already rumors for the Traitors cast, which, listen, 1% of it might be true, but we're going to get excited and talk about it anyway, okay? And then also, are Tamra and Jen Pedranti cool again? It's looking like Tamra's redemption tour is strong. So we'll talk about that. And yeah, but we're going to kick off with RHONY, of course. So talk to me. I want to know, what are your thoughts? And this is the thing, like I made memes about the RHONY reboot being paused. I posted them already. And I was almost hesitant to do it because I know people, it's like low-hanging fruit. Like a lot of people find it so easy to talk crap about the RHONY reboot and joke about it. And like, look, was it the strongest show we've ever seen on Bravo? No, but I do think that they got a hard rap. I do think that I enjoyed the ladies, most of them. I think that Jenna was completely overrated. I think that they put way too much energy and emphasis on her. But aside from her, I do think that the cast was relatively strong. So, talk to me. Are you surprised by this news? Do you believe the news? I mean, obviously, I think that it's probably true, considering that RHONY wasn't on the slate of shows that whenever I was live with Gibson on Wednesday, we talked about all the new shows that were announced, but also the shows that were coming back as renewals. And as you could see, RHONY and Jersey were not on that list. And so it will always be shocking and jarring, I guess, when a show is put on pause, like, whether it's new or, a dated show. But at the same time, it wasn't surprising, I guess, because it was coming off the heels of that revelation, whenever we realized that they weren't mentioned in the list of renewals that went public earlier this week. So talk to me about it. What do you think? Are you okay with this? Are you upset? And it just seems, I'll tell you more what I think in a second. I want to see what y'all say. I mean, like, I'm upset that anytime a production doesn't work out, like because there's so much creativity and work that goes into it, and legwork that goes into even getting a show on the air. And like, I know that those at Bravo that believed in the show, like, this has to be a hard pill to swallow. However, in very Bravo style, when they're ready to move on, it don't matter what that connection and love for you was. When it's time to move, it's time to move. And it seems like Rhode Island, Real Housewives of Rhode Island, is kind of that shiny new toy, and I think that that's all that they're focusing on. I think it was easy for them, not easy, but perhaps easier to put a lid on RHONY for a while and pause it when you have another project that you're excited about and probably it seems that they really believe in. And I say that because Andy seems to be very, very excited about Real Housewives of Rhode Island. There was a Page 6 article where he says that it will give Real Housewives of New Jersey a run for its money. He was at a screen. So Page 6 posted this as well. He was at a screening this week at an event, and for a screening for Lily. And he said to someone in an interview, the cast is incredible. They are very Italian. Rhode Island is such a small state. They all knew each other. They all overlap. It's an incredible group of women who have very interesting connections. I really think that this is going to surprise people. So he seems to be all thrilled about it. Also, I believe it was like the governor of Island, like, let me check, who is also excited. He tweeted, let's see. Yes, Governor Dan McKee. Well, you can find me where the chowder's clear, the coffee's milk, and the housewives are real. Well, that was about the cheesiest thing I've ever read. But we appreciate him being excited. he's excited for Housewives to come to Rhode Island. Okay. And Andy quoted it and said, "We cannot wait. Thank you." So it's a good thing. I think that he's, it's good to see he's excited. I know a lot of people give him a hard time when they say that he hypes up shows and then nothing comes of it, but I feel that I'm with him on this one. I think, listen, and everyone that's talking crap about Rhode Island, it's like, where is that clip of Simone circling Quad? You don't think. This is why I say you don't think. It's like, do y'all not think about the time when all y'all talk crap on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City before it premiered, and about 6 seconds into the premiere, the entire Bravo world is screaming hospital smell from coast to coast? Saying all that to say, we've thought we knew it all before, Bethany Frankel, and we were wrong, So let's have some faith in this. I think it's the city. Look at, like, when they announced Real Housewives of Potomac, people were like, "What is Potomac? Where is Potomac? What? That's not a major. It's not a Chicago. It's not a Nashville. It's maybe a recognizable name, but it's not a major like city in the States." And turns out now these women are going into their 10th season and arguably top 3 installments of the franchise. So I think that these unique cities like this are where the money's at. That's where the gold is. You know what I mean? Because it's like what Andy said. That's where these deep-rooted relationships run. Like, this is where people have lived for years. Their families have lived for years. This is like where everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's where the tea's at, baby. So I'm ready. And also, I feel like the R in Rhode Island stands for rich. I just feel like it's a money state, So bring it on. And I think saying all that to say, I love Andy, but it does seem that like, for example, and I know there's things he can't publicly comment on, but for when he was asked about the Kenya thing, he's always like, "I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking to the future." That's what he does. He's saying basically, so in order to not talk about the Kenya situation, he's like, "I'm just looking forward to the future, the rest of the season. It's a really strong season, etc." I think that the same thing applies with Rhode Island and New York. I think that he probably and Bravo are now ready to look to the future and leave New York in the past for a little bit. Kind of like Jersey. It's like they got distracted on stuff, and then next thing you know, Jersey's been sitting here idle for damn near a year. And so I appreciate the ability to channel creativity in other projects, but I hope they don't shelve RHONY for too long if there are true intentions and desires to reboot it, or to make it the series that it once were, So let's see. Oh, I hear that chats aren't coming through. Give me a second. I was going to say, oh, let me mute myself. Jesus. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at y'all's comments now. I had to pull them over here. KM, what up? Not surprised. Rachel Tinian, hi. It will be interesting to see the new show ideas. Mel NYC, that's my boo-boo. Happy Friday, Mel. How are y'all doing? So I'd rather have the Real Housewives of Fargo. Not North Dakota. Ew. No, I'm just kidding. Who knows? Listen. Where's like the Real Housewives of like Bangor, Maine? The Real Housewives of, Riverside, California. I don't know. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City changed the game. Yes, it absolutely did. 100%. And look at Potomac versus Dallas. Dallas is like a very recognizable city name. It was one of those common cities that people championed for years. Give us a Dallas, give us a Dallas, give us a Dallas. It came out the same. It was announced around with Potomac. Their legacies are far different impacts, and so I think people just saying all that to say these unexpected like cities, don't sleep on them. You never know. Like, we might have Real Housewives of Crappy Lake before it's over with, Oh, Lord. Let's see. Yes, let me go back to y'all's comments. Okay, not surprised at all, but maybe this next reboot will be all the Summer House girls. Oh yeah, so like Lindsay, there was all those rumors about Lindsay apparently being considered for it. Andy said he did admit he brought like her name. He brought her name up in a meeting. Oh no, I'm spilling coffee everywhere. Sorry, y'all. But baby, given the RHONY news, let's hope that summer house contract still got the ink is still wet. I hope. This goes to show you don't ever put all your eggs in one basket, because there's out here headlines talking about her making moves to this show, and now the show they ain't even around no more, allegedly. You know what I mean? So yeah, interesting. We will see. Let's talk. Oh my gosh! Speaking of, I'm sitting over here hyping up Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Not that it needs to be hyped up; it speaks for itself. But they are also on a cast trip right now, and I just want to say I'm happy about it because they are in Greece, and the impact of Angie K, the legacy in which she will leave behind on the Housewives franchise one day when we are all gone. This woman went from being an appearance in the back to full-time cast to first seat at the reunion to the ambassador for Greece for Bravo, and we're now resulting in a cast trip. Have any housewives been to Greece before? Oh yeah, Beverly Hills did. I think Kyle and Erica went, but I don't know if we've had like a full big cast trip there. Maybe I'm wrong. But just to know, like, don't give up on your dreams, baby. Because Angie K is proof don't give up on your dreams. Because, like I said, she went from not even being mic'd to planning the cast trip. Dreams come true. And I mean that with all the respect in the world. I love Angie, and I think that she's an absolutely incredible housewife. And I'm just excited to see that the network appreciates her and the production company appreciates her in a way that they choose to tell a story by seemingly going to, a destination that is important to her and her heritage and what she has shared on the show in the seasons leading up until now. So bravo, pun intended, to Angie K. And baby, I guess they're in like Santorini or something. I don't know where they are. I don't care if they don't even leave the Athens airport. I'm just happy for Angie K. Get it, girl. Yes. April Pinland Anders. Hi, Christian. Hi, April. What's up, girl? Where are you joining us from today? Oh, Rachel says that they could do Real Housewives of Omaha. I'm telling you, it's places like that. Real Housewives of Des Moines would probably the whole world up, So I want to go to Greece one day. I want to go anywhere one day. I want to get out of this house. It's giving considering Spirit, honestly, airlines. Y'all got a $29 fare. Don't even tell me where I'm going. I don't care. I get back to cities that no one's heard of. Send me to Moline, Illinois. $29 on Spirit with an 18-hour layover. I can't wait. Sounds good. Let's just send me anywhere, Oh, let's see. When is SLC starting back? I don't know. They haven't even wrapped filming yet. This is the last cast trip, so I'm guessing they'll wrap this week or next week, if I'm correct. If I'm guessing correct, don't hold me to that. So perhaps fall, maybe. Let's see when they normally air. Reunion air date. Looks like the reunion wrapped on February 5th. So I was going to say it might be like late fall, winter show. So what day did they premiere? Season 5 premiere day. Oh, they premiered on September 18th. So, yeah, maybe if they wrap now, we'll probably maybe get a promo and announcement mid to late summer, and then hopefully fall. And we'll hang out with our Salt Lake City girlies through the winter, right? I want you and Vicky to come to South Carolina so I can come see you. We'll make it happen. What part of South Carolina are you in? I might be going to Charleston in next weekend, and then also for a separate situation in July, I think. No, August, sorry. see. Also, Peacock announced an unscripted series slate of shows coming soon. Epic Ride, the story of Universal theme parks. The Gilgo Beach Killer. Oh my God, is that? Yes, I love stuff like that. The Gilgo Beach, that's not the Long Island serial killer, is it? Yes, that's the Long Island serial killer. They just caught him recently. Oof. Rex Herman. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But screw him and air all the tea, Peacock. Don't, expose him. Expose his ass. House of Villains season 3. Hey, the Idaho student murders. God. I'm going to watch, but that's going to be tough. Love Island Beyond the Villa. Love Island Game 2. Love Island USA. Married at First Sight, season 19. Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together. Oh my God. The Traitors, season 4. Hey. And Tiffany Haddish goes off. I wonder what that's about. Who do I got to talk to at Peacock to get like a little 4 episode? Y'all know when Karen had her family reunion show? I loved that. It was like 3-4 episodes, something simple. I want something like that for Vicky opening her bar in Mexico. Her brother's like going there to help her with it. Her and Michael, her boyfriend, they're going in it. They're splitting it 50-50. He's like helping develop it. She's wanting to do this like amazingly huge grand opening with like, red carpet and invite like all the housewives and stuff. Like I need it doesn't have to be a show, a little one-off 5, 6, maybe 4 episode thing. Just celebrating Vicky whooping it up in PV with her new bar. Would that not be fun? Anyway, if you went to Oklahoma, you could help Vicky's daughter with the farm. Yeah, listen, if they have a Housewives of Oklahoma, put me on a farm. I'll do whatever y'all got to do. Probably November. Yes, probably November. April, you're from Greenville, 3 hours from Charleston. Oh, okay. I haven't been to a Greenville in a long time. I went to a David Archuleta concert there once when I was like 18. Yay, I made the live. Hey, Trisha, you made it. Trisha, tell me, what do you think about this RHONY Paul's news? Oh my gosh. I just realized what time it is. Lord have mercy. It's already 3:40. Time flies when you're having fun. I love coming on here with y'all. But I am going to have to wrap up soon. Speaking of Traitors, since Peacock announced that new slate of shows, let's talk about there's a Twitter account called Traitors HQ. And they leaked a few names that are potentially rumored to be included for season 4. NeNe Leakes, Mary Cosby, Eva Marcille, Margaret Josephs, Dorinda Medley. From Survivor, Aubrey Bracco, Russell Hantz, David Benjamin, Coach Wade, Frankie Grande, Taylor Hale. Let's see, Bianca, Del Rio, Jujubee, Tiffany Pollard. These are all rumored names. And like, if you've ever kept up with the rumored part, like rumors of a Traitors cast, it evolves about every 6 seconds. Like, I'm pretty sure that before I could even read that to you, it's already changed 5 times, but some good contenders on there, if true. And again, none of those could be true, but it's exciting to think about and to talk about anyway. You know what I mean? Let's see. I got to wrap up soon. We'll read some of y'all's comments. We have so much happening with these shows all at once. I'm excited. I'd love that. Vicky back on our screens. Yes. Who do I talk to? Vicky's always a good time on screen, even if Billy isn't there. That's so true. But Billy is a star. Billy is hilarious. Mel NYC, NeNe and Mary. Oh, baby, the ratings. Through the roof. Yes. Mary Bunker. Would love to see Vicky. Yes. I want to visit where the film Midnight of the Garden of Good and Evil is Savannah. I love that movie. Savannah is I haven't been to Savannah, but I have friends that some consider it like their favorite place. They absolutely love it. All right, everybody. Well, it's been a Bravo-filled week. We've had new shows. We've had shows get canned. I'm exhausted, but I get to do it with y'all, so that's all that matters. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining. And if you missed this one, I'll be back on Monday. Same time, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I can't wait to hang out with y'all. So I hope something good happens this weekend. Make sure if you hear some good gossip, you save it for me and tell me on Monday. And you know what? Do something that makes you happy this weekend. Be it with other people, be it by yourself. Do something for you. I hope y'all have a good weekend. It really does mean everything that y'all come and hang out with me here 3 times a week, and I can't wait to do it again next week. Love y'all. Keep those love tanks full, and I hope somebody brings you a casserole this weekend, okay? Besos. Bye, y'all.